superlative. Israel Adesanya
did several of those inside low kicks.
It's time!
Yo. What's happening, people? You're through to the Fight Week show, and I'm here with my co-host, William. What are you saying, my brother? What's happening?
I'm cool, man. I'm cool. What's happening? What's happening, people?
It's a good fight week. Any fight week that's got Adrian Yanez in there, I'm coming right off the top. Any fight week that's got my boy in it, man. You know what I mean? I'm raving, man. Sorry, people, we're a little bit late today. Had to wait for William. I'm throwing it under the bus. You know what I mean? I'm going to throw many people under the bus today. Why not start with William? You know what I'm trying to say? Many people getting under the bus, man. But I'm going to start with William. And William, hey, especially in that asshole shirt you're wearing, man. Get under the bus, man. You know what I'm trying to say?
What's wrong with the shirt?
Yo.
It looks nice.
What are you talking about? What's up in the shirt? What's up in the shirt, man? Hey, big up to everybody watching us live right now. Everybody watching us on playback. Salute to all of you. Everybody that's just joined us. You know what I mean? Everybody that just subscribed. Big up to all of you, man. You lot are the reason why we're here week in, week out. The grind don't stop. Not with us too, anyways, man. You get me? Right. We got UFC Vegas 58. Calvin Kattar versus Josh Emmett. Big fighters, especially in the featherweight division. And we know how good the featherweight division is. When you look at the guys that are up there, we're talking like Volkanovski, we're talking Max Holloway, we're talking T-City, my guy. Everybody knows about T-City. You know what I mean? We're talking about those guys that are up there, but Calvin Kattar is right up there as well. Giga Chikadze, you know what I mean? This is a very tough division. It's a crazy division, and we got these two guys headlining it this weekend, man.
TC, he's like Spurs, isn't it? The name T suits him. Spurs.
Are you trying to fuck me up right now, man? Hey, listen, let me get back in the chat right now, real quick, but let me reset that because Will's trying to fuck up my load today. You know what I mean? Hey, just want William as usual, throw him under the fucking bus. How about that? Will, hurry up, man. You get me? Hey, listen, it's a big night for us tonight. We got a few things in a pipeline, you know what I mean? Our day ones already kind of know about it, but we're gonna review as we go along. You know, our day one, people like CMO, salute to you, CMO. I see you there, Connor. People like Carl Rossi, you know what I mean? Bertrand, yeah, Diego C. Palace, all of those guys, Dan T. Our day ones, man. We know who they are. They know who they are. You get me?
Man,
hey, listen, let's talk about Calvin Kattar and Josh Emmett real quick, man. And how you feel this fight's gonna break down and end up. You know, tell me the strengths and weaknesses that you see with these two guys.
How can I say this? Like, Kattar is a boxer, like master boxer, who got outboxed by Max Holloway. Yeah, it looks too good, but never wins nothing, does he? He's almost there. Almost there. Almost. Spurs are always almost there, innit? Almost. But yeah, getting back to Josh Emmett and Kattar. Kattar's like your master boxer. Like, he boxes well, and he can kickbox as well. He's more of a boxing fighter than anything like that. Josh Emmett likes to stand and bang too. He would love it if you just keep it on your feet. Do you know what I mean? Josh is just game. Yeah. It's a match watch. Yeah, definitely. He's just game for a fight. So it's gonna be one of them fights where it's just gonna be just all out war. Early prediction for my fight of the night. Your mic's off.
Yeah. Early, you say early prediction for fight of the night.
Yeah, because they both wear their house in their sleeve, and it will be a stand and bang. Unless someone gets knocked out, it's gonna be like 5 rounds of war. Yeah. Hopefully, someone gets banged out by a third or fourth round, so that my fight of the night still sticks. You know what I mean?
Who out of those two do you think can end this fight quickly? Because it's 5 rounds. It's 5 rounds.
Josh Emmett.
Josh Emmett. He's carrying the bigger power in it.
Yeah.
But the more accumulative power, or the more accumulative strikes that can really turn you out and get the ref pulling the man off for you, I think goes to Keita. But with Josh Emmett, I just think, you know what I mean, the power that brother possesses is ungodly for that division. For that division, ungodly power. And I don't know if anyone in that division should be carrying that kind of power. You know what I mean? Seriously, bro. Like, he reminds the way he drops his power. I mean, his ratio to weight sort of power is almost like a Francis Ngannou type thing in a division. The man touches you and he touches you clean, you're going to sleep. It don't matter who you are. Do
you know the funniest thing as well? I didn't even know. I had no idea that the guy has only lost twice.
He's only lost twice. It's a madness. It's in a division like that. In a division like that. And just think of how many finishes he's got with them 17 wins.
I know.
You know? So, look, Josh Emmett is a dangerous customer. There's no way about it. Will with the with the rainbow Vic. Man come with he come like Wolverine, man. Look at him. You know what I mean? Wolverine. Hey, big up the Pride people then. Salute to all of you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Showing love to each and every way, man. But Will coming up like like the Pride Wolverine, man. Yeah, man. We live for it around here. Hey, listen. Calvin Keita, Josh Emmett, it's gonna be a banger. You've already tipped it for fight of the night bonus. It could very well be, because Calvin Keita is not an easy guy to put away neither. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not easy guy to put away. We're going to the co-main. Donald Cerrone and Joe Lauzon.
This is for the hardcores. Yeah.
I heard, here.
Yeah. I heard
go on, please go ahead.
I heard Carl Rushy say that fight was for the nerds and casuals. Yeah. This is for the hardcore. This one here is for the hardcore.
You're not wrong.
That they want us.
Not wrong.
That they want us. Because nobody knows Joe Lauzon. None of you got like.
I don't think any of them kids really know it.
Yeah, not none of you guys, but the casuals don't know who Joe Lauzon is. So
it's been up for a minute too. More than a minute, but it's been up for a minute. You know, and that's the only thing that I'm really gonna hold against him. And I see that you predicted Calvin Keita and Josh Emmett to be a fight of the night. I'm predicting those two for my fight of the night. I'm calling those two for my fight of the night. I think where those two are concerned, and they really on it, because these two really they went to Dana, they put everything together. This fight was supposed to happen on the last card. No, not the last card.
Let's not lie. The first 4 fights have potential from the headline coming downwards. The 4 fights leading up, the 3 fights leading up to the headline could all be potential fight of nights. It could be.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. You know, and this is why this is so fun when you're picking bonuses and performances of the night. Just trying to figure out, where the real stars are really going to shine. Who's really going to put it on the line? And these guys, and that's not to say all of these guys don't put it on the line, because they all go in the octagon and they put it together and they put it on the line for our entertainment. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's why I'm sat here talking about it today. So big up to those guys. And looking at Joe Lawson, Donos Roney, that card was supposed to happen what couple fights ago. It didn't quite get there, but for some reason, you know, they didn't make the fight, but they put them on this card, and I'm happy to see both of those guys on this card, right? Because of how old school they are, the way they fight, the way they approach fighting. The only thing for me thinking about Joe Lawson is you know, cage rust, you know, octagon rust, but some people say it don't exist. People like Dominic Reyes will have us believe that sort of thing is a myth. You know, if you're a fighter, you're a fighter. But we kind of saw it with Joanna Jędrzejczyk in the last fight, right? We saw it with Joanna, where we see Weili fighting championship fights after championship fight, preparing herself for title fights, right? And top contender fight. And Joanna that's been out for 2.5 years. And we just saw it's night and day. Right? It's night and day between both of those two. So, and I think it's going to kind of be like the same in this fight here. I'm expecting Donos Roney to do some big things, but make no mistake, I still think there's a potential war between these two guys, and I think both of these two guys can really put it together and come up with a fight that's worthy of a fight of the night bonus. Instead of going to the third one, Tim Means and Kevin Holland, I'm going to jump to the prelims main event. The prelims main event. This is the people's main event right here, man. You feel me? My main event right here, man. Adrian Yanez versus Tony Kelly. Adrian Yanez, we know about this guy since coming off a Contender Series, 4-5 win streak. Mr. Bonus himself. I call him Mr. Bonus. You know what I mean? When we have a little conversation, I call him. He's Mr. Knockout to me. You know what I mean? But we know his last fight with Grant Dawson, that was a split decision. That was a war. When you look at what Grant Dawson just done in his last fight, you would know that fight actually aged beautifully. You know what I mean? And this is where you got to show some respect. You got to show some respect to that actual bout against Grant Dawson. So, William, Adrian Yanez, Tony Kelly, what are the pitfalls, and how do you see the path to this to the end of this fight right here?
Well, if Yanez so far has been anything to go by, I'm saying knockout, baby. And I'm saying, you know what? Today, I'm actually going to pick him as my performance of the night.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah. I'm letting that in before.
You got in there fast. You got in there early.
But that was me. That's my emotional side done. That's me being like, Ola, done, right? Now, Tony Kelly. And none of you does remember, Tony Kelly was the guy who in the corner said in the corner to the female fighter, they're Brazilians. All they do is cheat, or they like that's the only way.
They're dirty Brazilians,
yeah, they're dirty Brazilians or whatever. Yeah, that's that guy. Yeah. So obviously you got like the whole Brazil, all the fighters putting pressure on Yanez to knock this guy out. Yeah. And Yanez is taking the pressure on, like, yeah, I like me some of that.
Bruh. I'll let you finish. Carry on.
Yeah. He's taking it on like, I like me some of that. So, me personally, I'm predicting a knockout. But then again, the boxer ahead of me rears his head and says, the only reason I'm predicting Yanez for a win is because, obviously, you could tell he's got home court advantage with us. We like him. I'm just hoping he takes his time and don't really rush the knockout, because when you rush certain things, you can walk into something. Yeah. But I'm predicting a knockout anyway. Whichever way, I'm predicting a knockout for my guy. If he goes down, fuck it. But I'm predicting a knockout for my guy. Yeah. And I hope he does knock him out because of what Tony, what's his name again?
Tony Kelly.
Yeah, Tony Kelly said. So I'm predicting a knockout for him, because come on, you can't say something like, it's just like what Kobe said. Yeah, the only difference was Kobe was running a promo. Kobe knew what he was doing. He was running. This guy didn't think he was gonna get hurt by anyone. Yeah. Unfortunately, the corner mics picked up. This guy forgot.
Corner Mike is a bitch, isn't it?
Exactly. This guy totally forgot because obviously, what's his name? Kobe was saying into a mic. Yeah. Knowing the reaction he was gonna get. He wanted.
Yeah, he had to cut a promo. He was getting cut.
He had to. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, then I told him, if win, lose, or draw, you're done. Yeah. So he just done something to leave the game with them wanting him. Do you get what I'm saying? And they did want him after. Do you know what I mean? He became the talk of everywhere. So, yeah, I just feel like Adrian's got a lot of pressure on him, accepting everyone's challenge to knock this guy out. But we got faith in you, Adrian. Got faith. Big faith.
Yeah, man. Bro, you couldn't have broken it down more beautifully than you did. You know, the only thing that I'm really gonna add to it is, you know, Adrian's very, very conscious of everybody wanting him to knock this guy out. Even in the press conference leading up to this, he's very, very conscious, and a lot of the media were asking him, but he said, "Listen, I'm not there to fight for anybody's country." I don't agree with what he said, but at the end of the day, all this comes down to is just another man in the octagon with me. If the knockout comes, all the more sweeter to everybody. But the thing is, fans are fickle, because if he don't do it the way they want it done, it's gonna be Yanez this, Yanez that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you know how all these casual fans, they be moving, you know. So and I see where it's coming from, because if it doesn't happen, say it happens in a split decision way, maybe he even loses for whatever reason, yeah, because it's still a fight. You have to understand it's still a fight. And by the way, it's worth noting that Tony Kelly missed weight by 2.5 pounds, right? So instead of him coming at 135 pounds, it's coming at 137.5. So he's missed weight. So he's gonna have to be paying 30% of that purse to Adrian, right? But even with all of that, even to me, that's even more pressure, because now the man's talk shit, he's missed weight. You don't really want to go out there and be losing to. You see what I'm trying to say? So where he's the way that he's carrying this thing, I like it, because he's saying, listen, I'm not trying all the outside voices and what everybody wants, like Dustin Poirier said, it's all noise. It's all noise. It's noise. I ain't trying to listen to all of that right now. I want to get in there, get hyper focused. That's the word he used, hyper focused, because it's not trying to please the outside interference. It's him, it's coaches, and the man opposite from him, and the ref. That's it, right? So everything else that's leading to that's going to get put aside, right? And in the octagon, and this is I like, you know how we've just mentioned Usman in this sort of thing. It's kind of the same mindset that Usman went into the octagon with Kobe with. Like, listen, I ain't trying to listen to all of that. All of that, I'm going to put that in a box and put that away. And then I'm going to go in there and do my job. I don't even see no face. I see no face. I go in there, I do my job, and then if we get the victory, then we can extend and talk about all of that stuff. You know? And that's what I'm getting here. That's what I feel like I'm seeing here. And I think that's the right way for Adrian to really approach this fight, and and come up with a positive result for his upcoming bout. Really, really looking forward to it. And you know what, early to for performance of the night. And that's everybody. I know the pressure that everybody's heaping on him. I've been seeing on Twitter. Hey, go on Twitter, type in #7 days of Yanez. You will see it right there. He's been building up the whole week, his whole fight week. We've been building it up. We've been working. We got a church for this guy, and hopefully he comes up victorious. Fingers crossed for him, my guy. And look, he's one of those guys that it could make a quick work of you. But if you want to stay in there and stand and bang, then he will do that as well. Right? So let's go to our picks. Right? Because we just broken that free fight. Let's go to our picks. We're 20 minutes in, and we'll take it from the
Can
top.
we check what's the scores for last week, by the way?
Oh, you bastard. Okay, scores for last week. I was abysmal. Abysmal. William actually battered me last week. William, you came up with 10 points on the actual picks. And on your bonuses, you got 2 points. On the bonuses, I got 2 points. And I got 4 points in the overall picks of the fight picks. So I ended up with 6 points. You ended up with 12 points. Now, William, you now at 83 points. And I'm at 73 points. So you're 10 points in front of me. I don't know where you came from, bro. Yeah, it's a mad one. I got a lot of work to do. Hopefully, starting from this week. I'm able to catch you. Man. You know what I mean? Big up Tayyib Hussein in the house. Salute to everybody in the house right now. Craig Moller, I see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. There's a whole lot of people in the chat. Salute to all of you. Please drop a like on the video. Drop, share, subscribe. Do all of that good stuff for us. We're still a young channel, and we're trying to find our way in this fight game industry, man. You know what I mean? Talking about it. Right. Calvin Kattar versus Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett 17-2, coming in with on the four fight win streak. Calvin Kattar coming off a unanimous decision win against Giga Chikadze, 23-5. Where you going on this, brother?
Emmet. I'm going Josh Emmett.
All right, I'm gonna go Calvin Kattar because I really do need to catch you this week. Donald Cerrone versus Joe Lauzon. 36-16, Donald Cerrone. 28-16, Joe Lauzon. Joe Lauzon coming off a win against Jonathan Pierce, and Donald Cerrone coming off a loss against Alex Morono. I'm gonna go with Donald Cerrone here.
Me too.
Okay, we got Kevin Holland versus Tim Means.
Dirty Bird.
Kevin Holland, 22-7, coming off a win against Cowboy Oliveira, and Tim Means coming off a unanimous decision against Dalby, 32-12. I'm gonna go with Kevin Holland.
I'm going Dito. I like Dirty Bird, but
okay, the next one on the card is Joaquin Buckley versus Albert Duraev. Albert Duraev 15-3, coming off a unanimous decision win against Kopilov, and Joaquin coming off a split decision win against Razak. You go first. Where you going?
Duraev.
Okay, I'm going with Buckley.
Yeah, I know. I gave you that one.
No, you ain't give me nothing, blood. Let's see if you give me another one. Let's see if you give me the next one. Damir Ismagulov versus Guram Kutaladze. Guram 12-2. Damir 23-1. Ismagulov coming off a unanimous decision win against Alves, and Guran against Gabrot on a split decision. Where are you going, bro?
Damier. I'm giving you another one.
It's a tough one. This is actually probably the toughest pick out of the whole card. But I'm gonna go with Damir as well.
I see the only one I gave you just came back to my side. So
yeah, you didn't give me shit, man. Yeah, you didn't give me nothing. Julian Marquez versus Gregory Rodriguez. Gregory Rodriguez 11-4. against Julian Marquez 9-2. Julian Marquez coming off a win, submission against Sam Alvey. And we got Gregory Rodriguez coming off a loss against Petrosian. I'm going to go with Julian Marquez here. This is a tough decision for me to make. But I need to close some distance. So I'm going to go with Julian Marquez.
Dito.
Okay. I think we both already picked our winner for this one, but I'm going to call it anyways. Adrian Yanez versus Tony Kelly. Tony Kelly 8-2. Coming off a win against Randy Costa. And Adrian Yanez on a 4-5 win streak. Coming off a win against David Grant. We are both, I believe, picking Adrian to win this one. Mr. Knockout, Dr. Pepper himself. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's go to Jasmine Jaduzavicius versus Natalia Silva. Natalia Silva is 12-5. Jasmine is 7-1. Jasmine coming off a unanimous decision against Kay Hansen. I'm gonna go with Jasmine here. Yeah, I'm gonna ride with that.
Dito.
Okay, Cot McGee versus Jeremiah Wells. Jeremiah Wells coming off a win against Blood Diamond. So much expectations for Blood Diamond. Didn't really. Jeremiah Wells he bust up that bubble. And Cot McGee coming off a win against Brahimaj, which that was a fight that I look back and for that brother, took time to get into to make it out of camp. His mom just passed away. There's a lot of mitigating factors, but still, he still ended up in the octagon against Cot McGee and lost. But I'm gonna go with Jeremiah Wells here.
Dito.
Okay, we got Ricardo Ramos versus Danny Chavez. Danny Chavez got a majority draw against Kai Kamaka on a 11-4 record. Ricardo Ramos 15-4 record. This is at 145 in the featherweight division and a loss to Tukov. This one's hard to pick, but I will go with Ricardo Ramos here.
I'm gonna go. This is where I split you. I'm gonna go with Danny Chavez.
Right, we got Maria Oliveira in the 115-pound division, the strawweight division in the women's division, and she's fighting against Gloria De Paula. Gloria De Paula 6-4 record, coming off a win against Belbita, and Maria Oliveira coming off a loss against Richie. I'll still go with Maria Oliveira here.
Me too. I'm going with her too.
Okay, we got Eddie Wineland, 135 division against Cody Stamann. Both coming off a loss. Cody Stamann coming off a loss to Said Magomedov. Yeah. You already know how the family do. And we got Eddie Wineland coming off a loss to Castaneda. I will go with Cody Stamann on this one.
Dito.
Okay. We got Phil Horse against Deron Wynn. Now this one here is a real coupon buster, man. So you lot, whenever you go and put your bets on, really watch out for this fight here. Phil Horse against Deron Wynn. Deron Wynn 7-2, coming off a win against Arroyo, and Phil Horse coming off a loss against Curtis with a record of 11-3. I'm backing Phil Horse to come back with a win. I'm not confident because of Deron Wynn's wrestling, but I will go with Phil Horse.
I'll go with Phil Horse too.
There's not a lot splitting us today. Maybe this last one will do it. We got Roman Dolidze versus Kaudakau. Kaudakau coming off a sub win against Jimmy Pickett with an 11-2 record. Roman Dolidze coming off a win against Tripoli with a 9-1 record. Very, very good record from these two guys. It's a toss of a coin, but I will go.
Can I go first?
Okay, yeah.
I'll go with Kyle Darkus.
You cockroach. Oh my god. I need the points, man. I really do need the points. You know what? Fuck it.
You could go further away from me, or go... It's up to you. You're the one who needs to
this is the disadvantage of letting you get an advantage. You know what I mean? It's so fucked up.
Tactical, baby.
It's so messed up. But I will go with Roman Dolidze. I'm gonna take a gamble.
Good boy.
I'm gonna take a gamble and go with Roman just in case.
Good boy.
It pulls one out. I'm gonna go with Roman Dolidze here.
Oh yeah. Oh, Carl Rush, if you're still watching, I still need my big bucks, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him to come to you. Still, I'm gonna get him to come to you, man. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna settle it on his behalf and then deal with him. How about that?
Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Carl, you hear that? Yeah. I'm gonna settle it on your behalf, and then me and you will work it out. Okay. You picked your fight of the night.
Mm-hmm.
As the main event.
Yep.
And your performance for Mr. Knockout.
Yazerski.
My fight of the night is for the co-main, and I'm also picking performance of the night for Mr. Adrian Yanez. And yeah, that goes our pick. Yeah, that completes our pick. Is there anything else that you wanna touch on before we get the hell out of here?
Yeah, one thing. I wanna know what everyone thought about the Valentina fight.
Right. Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you
honest.
I'm gonna give you my perspective on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think she just won the fight, and if it's been given to Talia Santos, I wouldn't even argue. I thought Talia Santos did enough to win the fight, but I can understand why Shevchenko got it. She's the champion. She went for that takedown right at the end. I think Shevchenko took 4 and 5. She took 4 and 5. Everybody that I've seen debated 1, 2, and 3. My debate was round 1, and I think while yes, silly but lazy. Big up to you, Arsenal, you say. And I think while Talia Santos did the grappling, went grappling heavy on Shevchenko in the first round, she didn't get that grappling till later in the round. And I don't think that cancels out the significant strikes that Valentina put in the first round before Talia Santos grabbed her. And that's the only, you know what I mean? It's so tight. It's a split decision, It's so tight. But what I didn't agree with was one judge giving 4 rounds to Valentina. I think that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I can understand.
You can't give Valentina 4 rounds.
I can understand that. I can understand that because me watching
the
fight,
it. Please explain it.
When you take someone down, you should cause more damage than they're doing to you. Valentina, when she was taken down, was causing more damage to old girl up top. She punched her more, hit her more, elbowed her more, did more things to the girl up top than when she was like. So for me, if you've taken me down and I'm not suffering at the consequence, matter of fact, your face is getting fucked up because of what you done to me,
Mm.
then I've won that part. For me. So that takedown was kind of cancelled for me. Because you took her down and just trying to hold her down.
Yeah, because there wasn't a lot that she could really do. But I have to say, she was threatening submissions. She was threatening submissions.
Once.
You know what I mean? In one
round. She tried it twice. In one round.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say. Depends what round is being debated there, because round 1, 2, and 3 were all up in the air for people. I see people debating it for 2-3 days. Which round that went to Talia Santos. And it wasn't clear out of the first 3 rounds. But we do know that Shevchenko had 4 and 5.
Like I said, for me, if you take someone down, you need to control them first, right? Cool, she controlled them, but she was getting hit. And getting how can I be on my back and beating you up? I don't get that.
Well, we know a couple fighters that that's their thing. That's their thing. Is what they do. Is what they do best.
People like that. People like
and that's and that's big up to Shevchenko as well for being able to adapt in that type of situation. You know what I mean? Fighting for her life, fighting for the belt. You know what I mean? And she stayed active, even though she was on bottom. She stayed active, and I think that's probably what really gave it to the judges and won it for her.
And I'll still take it back to saying that this fight was going to be tougher for her than Nunes's fight. Did I not say that?
It was. Bro, this is the toughest fight she's ever had. And I wouldn't be surprised if they run it back. I really wouldn't be surprised if they run this fight back.
They will.
And the odds is definitely going to be closer when they do run it back. You know what I mean? Because we know. Look, bro, I've never seen Shevchenko ragdolled by anybody the way Talia Santos did that. Not even Nunes did that to her. You know what I'm trying to say? I've never seen anyone ragdoll Shevchenko like that. It almost reminded me of what Shevchenko was doing to Joanna, And the other fight as well, big up to Joanna for retiring. Weili Zhang turned up, put that work on her. But look, you got to show tremendous respect for Joanna. And what she's done for that division and the fight game. And Joanna Jędrzejczyk, massive congratulations to you on your career. And go and enjoy your retirement. You've made so much money. You're a legend in that division. And no doubt, the guys have said it already. She's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Massive respect to Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And Weili Zhang, she called out Esparza. Esparza's like, whoa, pump the brakes. I just got married. I ain't trying to get in there with you just yet. You know what I mean? We're going to do this on my time, because she tried to get her to Abu Dhabi. And Weili is like, Esparza's like, no. We ain't doing it like that, bro. You know what I mean? You're going to have to wait a minute. Let me get my shit together. I will reach out to you when I'm ready. One of those. And let's talk about the Jiří Procházka versus Glover fight. I had Glover winning this fight. Actually, it was 2-2 going into the 5th. For me, 2-2 going into the 5th. But I had Glover winning the 5th, if that makes sense. That's why I said I had Glover winning that fight, but I needed to rewind, come back a minute. I said I had the 2-2 going into the 5th. Now, Glover rocked Jiří in the 5th. Rocked him. Like, this brother didn't know where the hell he was. Touched that chin nice, as Glover usually does. And what did Glover do? He went for a guillotine. Pinned him down on the fence, and they went for a guillotine. These mans are sweaty. This is the 5th round. How you going with a guillotine and you're coming down? And Jiří just slipped out, got his wits back about him, and you saw what happened, bro. Take us through it.
Man, it was a case that it gave him. Got strangled.
Bro,
I did not see that finish, though.
Bro, it was like a Nunes sort of finish. The hooks weren't even in.
He was tired. He was exhausted. He's exhausted. He's old, isn't he? He's old. 5 rounds.
He
is
did
too
say,
much,
and listen, he said, listen, Yuri was ripping me with some body shots, man. Some of the body shots that Yuri was ripping was crazy, and yeah, the body shots hurt him, and you know, that's what really killed it for him. That's what really hurt him, and you know, he didn't have anything left, and that's why he was able to tap so easily the way he did. But if they run it back, I don't even know. I don't even know where I go on it. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be Blachowicz versus
But Blachowicz is calling for it. Blachowicz was down there, was calling for it, and I think he's the one that's gonna get it next. The homecoming for Yuri was crazy. It's cut that long thing that, you know what I mean, that he's got it's cut his locks. Cut it off. I saw it today on his page. Cut it off. That thing is gone. So you're gonna be the next time you see Yuri defending his title, it's gonna be different looks, man. Different looks. You know. I don't know if Glover was grabbing that lock without anybody seeing, and Yuri felt it. I don't know if Glover was grabbing it and saying, "Yo, come here, blood."
You know, if he loses a fight, they're gonna call him Samson.
People are already saying, "Show me where Delilah is." I saw that. Like, who's that Delilah bitch cutting your hair, bro? So people are already going there, man. They're already going there. Hey, listen. We're gonna wrap the show up now. Thank you to everybody that's joined us. You lot have been wonderful. Thank you to everybody that's, you know what I mean, got involved in the chat. Salute to all of you. We're gonna see you for the recap, and we've got some big news that we're gonna be dropping on the recap. Actually, I'm gonna drop it right now. We've got Jon Anik, 1/3 of the amazing trio, DC, Joe Rogan, Jon Anik. Is going to be gracing us with his presence on this channel Wednesday. Time to be decided. We're not sure which way we're going to take it, whether we're going to do a recording or we're going to do a live stream. But whatever we do, we're going to keep you informed right on our Twitter page. And yeah, big up to Jon Anik for for granting us and gracing us with his presence on this channel. Salute to you. And yeah, we're looking forward to it. But until the next video on the recap, big up, salute to you, hasta la vista, and we're out.
Easy. Love.